Which macro should go down first?
In most cases, especially if your caloric intake is already pretty low, that should be carbs, because carbs are primarily a fuel source, but they're not an essential nutrient. That doesn't mean you shouldn't eat them. You should aim to squeeze in as many carbs as you can in your caloric intake, but if you're forced to cut down a certain nutrient, usually carbs should go first. Next one, well, considering you're a smaller person and technically your daily protein requirement is decreasing, the lighter you are, protein should be second, but I wouldn't recommend it, so cut out the dietary fat. Not entirely though, you need a sufficient amount of dietary fat in your diet for nutrients absorption, therefore hormonal regulation.
So you're saying fats are more important than protein?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that most people already have pretty low dietary fat intake, especially if they're in a caloric deficit, so you probably don't want to cut it out way too much due to the reasons mentioned. So for the sake of nutrients absorption, hormonal regulation and all that good stuff, you need sufficient amount of dietary fat. You don't need a large amount of it. But in case your dietary fat is already pretty damn low, obviously you won't cut out dietary fat entirely, right? That's my point. But no, protein is the most important nutrient when it comes to body composition, especially muscle gain and retention.
And what's sufficient amount of fat?
In most cases, I recommend 20 to 25% of total daily caloric intake to come from dietary fat.